What's up? So.
Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Jacksonville State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. At the 35, he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense,
It might be a tough challenge.
Is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
So we averaged over 35 points again.
He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's McGooligan. Good execution. They move the sticks.
And we averaged below 20 points.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Well, not this time.
And just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat.
Jacksonville wants to be the first team to beat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
Just give it to our running back.
This time, 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
He's loose. He's at the 10. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on their corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. It was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Oh, they got
Guys,
freshmen.
Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for third and
Excuse
short
me.
from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's McGooligan. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unleashes it on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll pull it on the read. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
We just struck him. He's a little sore.
Now facing a 3rd and goal. Extending the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown.
This quarterback.
Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're trying to get to it.
Yes.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be
Alright, this is pissing me off.
For a fumble, it'll be third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They
I
love a
could.
clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
A third and long coming up here. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They keep attacking through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was a great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Got the back over the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
I don't know who did. Yes, I've seen.
You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick
How
up
is
a
this
chunk of
quarterback
yardage and get it
good?
out to the 39-yard
This is a
line.
young team
And this
too.
defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up. Trying play action. He lost it high and deep
He
down the
did
left
that.
side.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Holds it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, I'm kind of am. Game man.
Going up top on first down. Tripped up for the tackle.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And it's on the ground. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14.
Do something.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Hines on the move. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
There we go.
And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. Can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Finds it back in the middle. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And as he throws, got it in the middle, it's Garrison. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
It's first and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Okay. I'm trying to hurry. I'm late spot.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead. Going into the half, I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Kennesaw State right back to work. Looking to throw on second down. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and as the saying goes, you do that on first down, and you probably just played yourself. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the upright right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
It's our ball
The
too.
Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football ball.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive going.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are the touchdown.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Quick handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays.
And we'll wait a long slot.
Yeah, it's
in the third.
break mentality you're seeing right now. And this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Running back searching for room. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good the next day.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass up.
And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that
scored
here in the regular
24
season with this week
straight.
12 performance. And he made the extra point without problem. About to
We
kick
struggled
away
in the
after
first
scoring
quarter.
the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolute.
Ball is loose. And the defense has got it. They're trying to pick up some yards. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown!
And
The
that
defense takes matters into their own hands. That ball was squirting around on the field and finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively.
It does.
Do I jump on it and make sure I get it? Or
That
do I
means we
scoop it up and try to
Oh
make
my
it?
God.
Chose to
So
scoop it up,
31
pays
straight.
off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one.
What a
It's
young
2nd and
team.
11.
Yeah, too.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the
Whoa, is bad.
Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Agbana. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's good defense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Looking for the 2-point try. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
What up,
Almost
18?
ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Kennesaw.
That's 4 touchdowns.
And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And
looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I mean, this season, I hope it's going to be 5-5.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Uncorks one. Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. No, it didn't
He
lock
dropped
step there
that.
with the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers.
Let me see. Because if oh, that's why. But see, it's talent. Oh my god. No way. We could have lost.
That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all these DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.